Test 1 2.
Referee, call anyone.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Number 23.
Test 1 2.
Island.
Hello once again and welcome to Daleville Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We are coming to you from Daleville High School, where the Broncos are hosting the Anderson Prep Jets in a non-conference game this evening. And before we look at those matchups, I will let you know that APA was victorious in the junior varsity contest. I do not have that exact score, but I think they won by about 20 points. As we look at Anderson Prep, their head coach is Ryan Fathauer. He's 28 and 28 in his third year at the helm for Anderson Prep. They are currently 4-3 overall, 0-1 in the Pioneer Athletic Conference. The Jets opened the season with a pair of losses to Alexandria, 84-28, and Purdue Broad Ripple, 58-49. Since then, they've won 4 of 5. The only loss in that stretch was to crosstown rival Liberty Christian by a 72-36 count. We look at Daleville, their head coach, of course, is Jordan King. They currently sit at 1-7 overall. Jordan's in his first year. Broncos are 1-7 overall, 0-2 in the Mid-Eastern Conference, which is good for 9th place. The Broncos are looking to snap a 4-game losing streak before heading into the county tournament next week. That streak started with a tough 2-point loss to Westell, but the last 3 games have been less competitive, with the closest of those games being a loss to Cowan last night by 12, 61-49. When we look at the series history between Anderson Prep and Daleville, this is only the 3rd meeting between the two schools, and if I am not mistaken, I think this is the first regular season matchup, with the other meetings having taken place in the sectional. Again, Broncos hold a 3-0 lead in the series, and the last meeting was during sectional play back in 2022. We'll take a break and be back with your starting lineups. This is Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Here are your starting lineups. First for Anderson Prep. One starter tonight will be Josiah Stevens. He wears number 23. He's a senior. He averages 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. Also starting will be C.J. Fletcher. He wears number 5. He's a junior. He averages 6 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. Third starter this evening is Javion Flowers. He's a senior. He wears number 3. He averages 5.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per contest. Number 15, Gabriel Jackson, starts as well. He's a senior. He averages 5 points, 2.5 rebounds per contest. And the final starter for Anderson Prep is Courtney McCullough. He wears number 13. He's a senior. He averages 3.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. Daleville tonight, they will go with Jeffrey Hamilton. He's a junior. He wears number 4. He averages 5 points and 2 rebounds per contest. Starting at point will be Carter King. He's a sophomore. He averages 9 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Also starting is senior Logan Parker. He'll be at a forward. He averages 7.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. And another guard will be Bryson Sigler. He averages 10 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 5 assists per contest. He wears number 5. He's a senior. And rounding out the starting lineup is Carson Tighe. He wears number 23. He averages 11.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1 assist per contest. As I look across the way, I see the big flag coming down, so we're just about ready for the national anthem.
and welcome to Paul Garrison Court, where it's always a great day to be a Bronco for tonight's home varsity matchup between the visiting Anderson Prep Jets and your Daleville Broncos. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by coaches, officials, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sports-like manner. Now please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Give it up for our Daleville band. Introducing the non-starters for the Jets. First up, number 10, Javion Wells. Number 11, Corbin Fathauer. Number 14, Michael Hatcher. Number 34, Xavier Nunn. Now for the starters, number 3, Jeffrey Flowers. Number 5, CJ Fletcher. Number 13, Courtney McCullough. Number 15, Gabriel Jackson. And last up, number 23, Josiah Stevens. The Jets are coached by Ryan Fathauer, assisted by Mike King, Antonio Trumpton, and Ariel Lopez. All right, Bronco fans, let's get on your feet and clap your hands. First up, introducing the non-starters, number 1, Brayden Stickler. Number 2, Thomas Smith. Number 3, Colin Elam. Number 12, Caleb Aiken. Number 24, Isaac Elam. Number 25, Jeff Fox. And number 31, Brayton Randolph. Now for your starting five, first up, number 4, Carter King. Next up, number 5, B. Russell Singler. Next up, number 15, Jeffrey Hamilton. Next we have number 21, Logan Parker. And last up is number 23, Carson Todd. Your Broncos are coached by Jordan King, assisted by Mike Quinn and Kip Davis. Tonight's IHSA officials are Greg Most, Brad Armstrong, and Tristan.
We're just about ready to get things started here at Daleville High School. Stepping in to jump it up for Anderson Prep, will be number 23, Stevens. That's Josiah Stevens. Carson Tighe to jump it up for Daleville. Broncos going with Tighe, Parker, King, Hamilton, and Sigler. Tap is controlled. Actually, tap is made by Anderson Prep, but they tip it out of bounds. So first possession of the game will go to the Broncos. Hamilton will trigger the ball in bounds for Daleville in front of the Anderson Prep bench. King with it now. Working against the man-to-man defense from APA. Sigler with a three-pointer right off the bat, off the front iron. No good. Rebound is cleared off by Flowers of Anderson Prep. Flowers looking, goes high left side with it. And now they go down inside with it to Stevens, who gets it off inside to number 5, and that is Fletcher. Puts Anderson Prep on top by 2. Tighe with it out between the circles for Daleville. Gives it off to Parker, top of the key. Parker, now Tighe, left side, he drives it, pulls up, 15-footer left elbow, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Anderson Prep's McCullough. He'll take a leg to the floor, put up a shot, no good. We got a whistle on a foul. Going to go against Daleville. They're going to get Carter King with his first.
Carter King, that's his team's first.
McCullough will go to the line for Anderson Prep. Try to add to this early 2-point lead. McCullough eyes it and flies it off the back iron, no good. Second free throw also back off the iron, no good, but the rebound's cleared off by Anderson Prep. That is Jackson, skips it across to Flowers. Flowers being guarded closely by King. Flowers goes inside with it. Now they kick it back out to Fletcher. Rebound, or no good on the shot. Rebound's cleared off by Sigler of Daleville. Sigler into the front court, being guarded there closely by McCullough. He penetrates it, loses it, stolen, picked up by Anderson Prep's Fletcher. He goes into the lane, shots up, no good. But that rebound is cleared off by King of Daleville. King now into the front court. Goes high right side with it to Parker. Parker dribble centers, picks up his dribble. Comes near side with it to Tighe. He drives the lane, puts up a runner off the back iron. No, rebound's cleared off by Stevens. He gets it out quickly to Flowers. His runner in the lane's off the glass and good. Puts APA up by a 4-0 count. Up quickly to Tighe. Three-pointer left wing for Daleville off the iron. No. Rebound's loose. Fought forward, knocked out of bounds. And they say last touched by the Jets. So Sigler will have it out of bounds on the baseline for Daleville. Sigler lobs it in deep to Hamilton. Hamilton's three-pointer left wing is good. Jeffrey Hamilton with a three-pointer pulls Daleville to within 1. We're going to get a foul in the backcourt as Broncos pick up with some three-quarter court pressure, but Sigler is going to be nailed with a bump in the backcourt there.
Foul number 5, Sigler.
The Anderson Prep basketball in front of their own bench. Fletcher into the front court with it for the Jets. Goes high right side with it. Nearly traveled there was McCullough. They go high post with it to Stevens, and he's tied up. And we got a jump ball call. Possession arrow in favor of the Jets. So it'll be Anderson Prep basketball on their own baseline with Flowers to trigger it in. Flowers comes right baseline with it. That is Fletcher. He pulls up in the lane, has it knocked away. Finally picked up there by Jackson. Jackson being guarded closely. They give it off to Flowers, right side. He's double teamed on the right wing. Goes high post with it to McCullough. He kicks it out. And that is Jackson with it. Jackson kicks it out top of the key. And that is... It's stolen away by Sigler. Sigler's going to take it away from the court and lay it in. That's a 5-4 Daleville lead. Sigler there picked the pocket of Fletcher and was able to go down and score. And with that, Anderson Prep takes a timeout. We'll take a short break. This is Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. 5-4 your score, 5:23 to go here, first quarter of play. Anderson Prep basketball. Broncos pick up with looks like a 2-2-1 full court press. In the backcourt with it for Anderson Prep is McCullough. He gets it up to Stevens. Stevens shot in the lane off the glass and good. Puts Anderson Prep back on top by 1. King with it for Daleville. High right goes high, top of the key. There's a three-pointer by Parker off the back iron. No. But King picks up the loose ball off the glass and scores it. Carter King with the basket puts Daleville back up on top by 1. Anderson breaks the Daleville press. They get it down on the baseline to Flowers. It kicks it out to McCullough. McCullough drives in the lane, dumps it off inside to Stevens, who promptly tries to kick it back out but throws it out of bounds. Turnover. Gives the ball back to Daleville. Parker triggers it in. King now in the front court for Daleville. Again, working against the APA man. King penetrates, goes left baseline to Sigler. Sigler penetrates into the lane, kicks it back out on top. That's Hamilton, another three-pointer on the way, no good. But Ty gets a rebound, puts up, misses, tries to put it up again, has it partially blocked. Now it's loose on the floor and fought for. Finally picked up there by Hamilton, who puts the shot up, and the lane is no good, but he's fouled. So Jeffrey Hamilton will go to the line to shoot a pair for Daleville, with the Broncos holding a slim 1-point lead.
Foul number 13, McCullough. That's his team's first.
Hamilton's first free throw bounces off the rim, no good. Jeff Reddy's his second one. That one is good. Makes it an 8-6 Bronco lead. Broncos still in some three-quarter court pressure. Anderson Prep gets the ball up quickly to Fletcher, but it's stolen away by King. They go inside with it to Parker. He's unable to handle the pass out of bounds as Parker's unable to corral it. Gives the ball back to Anderson Prep. Fletcher with it for Anderson Prep, tries to pass through the Bronco press, but it's no good. King with a three-pointer off the back iron. Anderson Prep up with it again. That is Jackson in the lane. Jackson, they work the ball around the perimeter. Flowers has it high left, now being guarded by Sigler. High left, or left wing, I should say. It goes to Fletcher, hands it off to McCullough. McCullough comes near side with it to Jackson. Jackson penetrates, puts up a runner in the lane off the back of the rim and bounces in. Knots things up at 8 apiece here at the 3:32 mark of the first. Baseline with it for Daleville is Parker. His 17-foot jump shot's no good, but Hamilton gets the rebound, kicks it out. Sigler with a three-pointer straight away is good. So Daleville back up on top by 3, and they force a turnover as the Broncos corral an errant pass. Sigler with it in the backcourt, drives it, dumps it off inside to Parker. He's shot up. Layup is up and good. Daleville goes up now by 5 here as we go into 3 minutes to play in the first. In the backcourt with it is Jackson. Now that's Flowers. Flowers has it high right. Between the legs dribble, loses it momentarily. It's loose on the floor. Nearly stolen by Sigler, and finally it is stolen by Tig, who takes the court, lays it up and scores it, puts Daleville up by a 15-8 count. And with that, Coach Bathauer of Anderson Prep takes a full timeout. We'll take a break. This is Bronco basketball and Daleville Athletics. Anderson Prep basketball. They trail it by 8. Correction, by 7, 15 to 8. 2:39 to go here, first quarter. Broncos at one time trailed it by 4. Now they hold a 7-point lead. Into the front court with it for Anderson Prep is Stevens. Stevens comes near side with the McCullough down on the baseline. It goes to Jackson. Jackson kicks it back. There's a back out 3-pointer left wing by Flowers is no good. Rebound's cleared off by Parker of Daleville. Gets it off to Sigler. Sigler in the backcourt being hounded, but there's a foul call against Anderson Prep, and I believe that is going to go against McCullough. And that is his second.
That's his second. Team second.
Team second of the quarter. The Bronco basketball in front of the Anderson Prep bench. Sigler goes in right baseline with it to Hamilton. Goes down into the low post to Parker. Kicks it back out to Hamilton. His 15-foot wing jump shot's off the iron, no good. Tapped out of bounds though. Last touch by APA. Broncos will have it on the baseline. Substitution for APA in the lineup for the first time is Corday Jackson. Shots up by Daleville, no good. Rebounds cleared off by Jackson. Up quickly in the front for APA is Jackson. That is Gabriel Jackson.
Number 21, Parker. That's his first.
Reach-in foul against Daleville. Jets triggered in. Between the circles for Anderson Prep is Flowers. Gives it over left side. Three-pointer is no good there by Fletcher. There's a three-pointer by Jackson that just entered the ball game. Gabriel Jackson buries a 3, pulls APA to within 4. King with it now. Gets it up in the front court to Hamilton. Back to King between the circles. He drives the lane. Puts up a runner. Off, in and out, no good. But he taps it back out. Does King. Comes back out to Tig. Three-pointer right baseline by Parker's off the rim. No. Rebound is cleared off there by Stevens. They get it up quickly with it to Jackson. He's trapped on the right or the left wing. Ball's loose. Finally picked up by Sigler of Daleville. Sigler tries to go inside to Parker but throws it away. Turnover. Gives the ball back over to the Jets. Broncos lead it by 4 here. 122 to go first quarter. Daleville still in the three-quarter court press. Ball comes inbounds to Anderson Preps. That's Jackson. Now Flowers in the backcourt goes left side with it to Fletcher. Inside to Stevens. Stevens now in the lane. Puts up or tries to drive, but he is tripped. They call him for traveling. Probably tripped himself, I think, but nonetheless gives the ball back to Daleville with the Broncos holding that 4-point lead. 1 minute to play here, quarter number 1. King now. Three-pointer, high right side, off the back iron, no. Rebound is cleared off by Gabriel Jackson of APA, and they're going to get Sigler with an over the back foul. And that is his second. So we got substitution. Sigler sits down, and in the lineup for the first time tonight is Caleb Aiken. Flowers will trigger it in for Anderson Prep. Now they switch it up. They're going to have Jackson trigger it in. Gets it into Flowers. Back to Jackson. In the backcourt. Ball's knocked away. Still in the backcourt. Finally getting the front court to Jackson. Right wing it comes now to Flowers. Flowers being guarded by Aiken. Gives it off left side to Jackson once again. He drives the lane. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. That is Corday Jackson, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Jets. So 32 is Corday Jackson, 15 Gabriel Jackson. Jackson's first free throws off the backboard, no good. Corday raises the second. That one rims in and out, no good. Rebound is cleared off by Caleb Aiken. He gives it off to King. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. King now between the circles, goes right side to Aiken. Aiken with it right wing, looks. Now Parker with it between the circles. Parker. Now to King. 15 seconds. King gives it off near side to Aiken. Back to King. King now drives the lane. And we got a whistle and a foul on the floor. Goes against Flowers. Just the third foul of the quarter against Anderson Prep. 4.7 seconds to go. Broncos will trigger it in from the baseline. It's Hamilton gets it in. They get around to Tighe. Tighe drives it, gives it back off. Three-pointer is too strong by Aiken. That's going to do it for the first quarter of play with Daleville leading 15-11. We'll take a break and be back with second quarter action. This is Bronco basketball and Daleville Athletics. It'll be Bronco basketball here to start the second quarter. In the lineup for the Broncos now for the first time tonight is Thomas Smith. He triggers the ball and bounds to King. King between the circles to Aiken, now high left. Aiken, top of the key to Smith. Smith now right wing to King. King, Tighe has it now, drives the lane, has it stripped away, and up quickly for Anderson Prep is Flowers. Flowers will take it to the glass and score it. Pull the Jets to within two. Up quickly for Daleville. They get it up to Tighe. Tighe takes it to the glass, has it blocked, no foul call, and up quickly is Flowers for Anderson Prep. He goes down inside with it, and scoring for Anderson Prep off the pass is, that is Fletcher. Up with it quickly for Daleville is Tighe. Aiken now. 15-15 your score. And there's a steal, but knocked out of bounds. Broncos will retain possession. Anderson Prep has come out a little bit more aggressive here at the beginning of the second quarter. Tighe will trigger the ball inbounds in the corner. Gets it into King. King between the circles, near side. Smith, there's a three-pointer. Off the front iron, no. Rebound, loose, fought for, and up with it quickly for Anderson Prep is Fletcher. Fletcher goes left wing with it. Comes back out to Fletcher. That was Wells that had it. First time of the ball game for Anderson Prep. They kick it back out to Wells. We got a whistle and a 3-second call against Anderson Prep. Gives the ball back over to Daleville. It looked like Stevens was camped in there for too long. Score all knotted up at 15. So we're under 7 to go here in the second. Tighe drive baseline, reverse layup, out of control. It's lost, but finally picked up by Hamilton. Gives it back to Tighe. He has a 12-foot baseline jump shot. Rims out, no good. Smith with the foul, or with the rebound. But they got a whistle and a foul against Smith, apparently. Yep. So it'll be Daleville Anderson Prep basketball. Broncos still in three-quarter court pressure. Okay, they get the ball inbounds. That's Wells with it. Wells into the front court. Goes high left with it. Down on the baseline, it goes to Jackson. His reverse layup is good, and he's fouled. So to the line will go Gabriel Jackson with a chance to put APA up on top by 3.
Jackson, shooting 1.
Gabriel Jackson with a free throw here. An opportunity to put the Jets up by 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Thomas Smith. Smith now gets it to King. King now goes high right side with it to Hamilton. Hamilton back to King. King drives it right, spins, kicks it out top to Smith. Smith has it knocked away, but we're going to reach in foul against Wells of APA. So Daleville will have it out of bounds near side. Bryson Sigler re-enters the lineup for Daleville as Tige sits down. Also, Aiken sits down. King with it. High left side now to Parker. Parker tries to pass across. Gets stolen away, but unable to corral it is Flowers of APA. The officials are going to confer to decide who touched it last. Looked like it was Flowers, but then the other official comes in and says, nope, last touch by Daleville, so it'll be Jets basketball. Flowers will trigger it in. Lobs it in to Jackson. Jackson. Now Fletcher has it. Being guarded closely by King. Fletcher, near side it comes. Wells, three-pointer, left wing, no good. Rebound's cleared off by King of Daleville. King into the front court now. Goes left baseline with it to Smith. Smith drives that baseline, puts a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound's fought for, cleared off by Stevens, but he throws it away. King with it now, 15-footer straight away. Short. Smith saves it, but Hamilton unable to corral that pass. Turnover gives the ball back over to the Jets. 17-15. Anderson Prep leads at 5:20 to go here in the second. Flowers with it for APA. Goes right side with it to Wells. Into the paint it goes to Jackson, whose open shot in the lane is up and good. And with that, Coach King wants a timeout as Anderson Prep takes a 4-point lead. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. $19-15 is your score. 5 minutes to go here. Second quarter play. Broncos trailed it by 4 in the first quarter, led by as many as 7 in the latter part of the first quarter. Now once again trailed it by 4 here as we're under 5 minutes to go in the second. King with it between the circles. Passes off to Sigler. Sigler drives it left. Goes inside to Smith, has it knocked away. Up quickly for Anderson Prep as Wells. Wells will take it all the way to the glass, put a shot up, no good, but he's fouled. Javion Wells will go to the line for the Jets.
Foul, Bronco number 4, King. That's his second. Team score.
Wells' first free throws off the front iron, no good.
Wells, after goal.
Second free throw roused around, falls in, puts APA up now by 5. King now, up quickly. Miscommunicates with Hamilton, throws it out of bounds, turnover, gives the ball back to the Jets. Fletcher now. Into the front court, drives it. Kicks it back out, top of the key. That is baseline three-pointer by Wells is good. Off the pass from Flowers. Up quickly for Daleville is Sigler. Sigler left wing, drives left side, puts up a layup off the glass, and good. Defensive breakdown there by the Jets leaves a wide open lane for Sigler. Makes it a 23-17 Jet lead. Flowers takes it up, puts up a wild shot, loses it out of bounds, but they say last touched by Aiken of Daleville. Flowers will trigger it in. Lobs it in the lane, and there's a layup up and good by Jackson. That was too easy. Makes it 25-17, and what we got? A quick foul there in the backcourt against Anderson Prep. Against Wells. Second foul of the quarter for APA. Under 4 minutes to play in quarter number 2 here. Sigler up quickly with it for Daleville. Goes right side. Correction, drives all the way to the glass. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound is cleared off by Flowers. Right side with it to Fletcher. Goes inside with it to Stevens. Stevens backs it out. He's cut off driving the lane and tries to throw it off the Daleville player and out of bounds, but unable to do so. It's picked up by Daleville. Sigler kicks it out, top of the key. Aiken, three-pointer straight away, off the iron, no, but that's Parker with the rebound. Kicks it off to Tig. Tig, he drives the lane, puts it off the glass, will not fall. We're going to whistle a foul against Daleville. That's on Carson Tig. That is his third foul here with 3:20 to go in the second quarter. So Carson will sit down almost definitely for the rest of the half. Flowers with it for APA. Goes high left with it to Fletcher, back to Flowers. Fletcher now, three-pointer left wing is up and good, and he's fouled. C.J. Fletcher with the three is good. He's knocked to the ground by Hamilton. So Fletcher will go to the line with a chance for the 4-point play and an opportunity to put the Jets up by a dozen. Free throws off the back iron, no good, but the rebound is snatched out of the air by Stevens. He puts up a shot, no good. Finally cleared off by Parker. Parker gets it off to Hamilton. Now King finds an open Aiken underneath the basket, but he's unable to handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. Turnover, gives the ball back over to APA. 28-17 your score. 2:56 to go, quarter number 2. Jets lead it and have possession of the basketball. Flowers between the circles. Goes right baseline with it to Wells. Back out to Flowers. Flowers being guarded by King. Now he's double teamed. Nearly stolen away by Daleville, but the errant pass is picked up by Jackson. Now Flowers with it high left. He comes near side to Wells. Wells' three-pointer right wing rattles in, puts APA up by 14. And with that, the Broncos take another timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We're back. Technical foul was assessed against Flesher of APA. And so Sigler goes to the line for the Broncos. He hits the first technical free throw. Second one is also good. Makes it now 31-19, and Daleville will have the basketball. Smith, the trigger inbounds on the near side into King. King between the circles. Now Sigler has it. Sigler penetrates. Now puts up a 15-footer. Partially blocked off the backboard, and rebounds cleared off by APA. They get it up quickly to Stevens, who finds an open Jet player who can't finish it, but he'll go to the line because he's fouled, and that player for APA is Corbin Fathauer. Fathauer in the lineup for the first time here after that last timeout. So Corbin Fathauer, wearing number 11, he is a sophomore, buries his first free throw. Substitution for Daleville. Sigler sits down in the lineup for the first time tonight is Braylon Randolph. Fathauer's second free throw's up and good. Makes it 33-19. Smith with it in backcourt for Daleville. Gives it off to King. Nearly has it stolen away. But Flowers knocks it out of bounds as he tried to steal it. Randolph will trigger the ball in bounds in front of the scores table. Gets the ball into Parker. Parker now left baseline with it to Hamilton, back to Parker, high left. Parker penetrates, kicks it out to Smith. He drives it, loses it out of bounds, and looked like a Jet player knocked it out, but they don't see it that way. Gives the ball back over to Anderson Prep. Wells with it for the Jets, being guarded by Hamilton. Wells between the circles, backs it out. Goes high left with it to Jackson. Jackson. They find a backdoor play. They give it to Stevens. He kicks it out to Fathauer. His three-pointer left baseline in and out. No good. Rebound is cleared off by King of Daleville. King with it now. Penetrates, kicks it out. Long three-pointer by Parker. In and out, won't go. Rebound's cleared off by the Jets. They get it open up to a wide-open Fathauer who lays it in. That puts APA up now by 16. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. King with, or second quarter, I should say. Three-pointer there by Smith is good. Broncos needed that one. Thomas Smith makes it a 35-22 ball game here with 50 seconds to play. Fathauer drives it left baseline, no good, but he's fouled.
Foul on the Broncos, number 31, Randolph puts his first. Fathauer shooting two.
Foul goes against Randolph of Daleville, and that is the fifth against the Broncos this quarter. Fathauer's first free throw's up and good. Second free throw also good by Fathauer, puts the Jets up by 15. 45 seconds to go, quarter number one. King with it for Daleville, penetrates, and he on the drive, he's going to get a reach-in foul against APA. Goes against Flowers, team's fourth of the quarter. Smith will trigger the ball in bounds, gets it into Randolph, hands it off to King. King between the circles. Penetrates it all the way to the glass, lays it up, and good. Pulls Daleville back to within 13. Under 30 seconds now. Broncos get it up to, or the Jets get up to Fathauer, give it back now to Flowers. Flowers to Fathauer. Near side it comes to Wells. Wells now backs it out. 10 seconds. Wells still on the dribble. Now it is Flowers. He drives it. Now let's fly with a 15-footer from the left wing. It's no good, but draws a foul. Jeffrey Flowers will go to the line to shoot a pair with 2.3 seconds to go in the second quarter. Flowers with a chance to bump that APA lead back up to 15. First free throw is no good. Flowers readies the second free throw. Off the front iron, no good. Smith with the rebound. Loses it out of bounds, but there's the horn to sound the end of the second quarter. Your halftime score, APA 37, Daleville 24. We'll take a couple-minute break and hopefully be back with some halftime numbers. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School where the Anderson Prep Jets hold a 13-point lead at the halftime break, 37-24. We look at the scoring. Anderson Prep jumped out to a quick 4-point lead, and the Broncos put some pressure on and gained as much as a 7-point lead late in the first quarter. But APA trimmed it to 4 at the break, 15-11. Then, since that time, the Jets have outscored Daleville by a 26-9 count to give you the halftime score of 37-24. We will take another couple-minute break and hopefully have those individual numbers for you. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School was individual scoring. First for APA. Flowers had 2 2-point field goals for 4 points. Fletcher had 2 2-point field goals, 1 3-point field goal for 7. Wells had 2 3-point field goals and a free throw for 7. Fathauer had 4 free throws and 1 2-point field goal for 6. And Jackson had 4 2-point field goals for 16. Stevens had 1 2-point field goal for 2. And number 32, Jackson, had a 3-point field goal for 3 points. So the Jets were led by the 7 of Wells and the 8 of Jackson. As we look at Daleville, Sigler had 1 2-point field goal, 1 3-point field goal. Correction, that's 2 2-point field goals, a 3-point field goal, and 2 free throws for 9 points. And he has 3 fouls. King had 2 2-point field goals for 4 points. Hamilton had a 3-point field goal and a free throw for 4 points. Parker had a 2-point field goal for 2 points. And Tig a 2-point field goal for 2 points. So the Broncos were led the first half there by the 9 points of Bryson Sigler. We'll take another couple-minute break and be back with second half action. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. It will be Jet basketball here to start the second half of play. Jets going back with McCullough, Flowers, Stevens, Jackson, and Fletcher. And Jet basketball, they go down on the baseline to 15. Shot is up and good by Jackson. Makes it a 39-24 Jet lead. Broncos coming back with Sigler, King, Hamilton, Tighe with 3 fouls, as does Sigler, if I'm not mistaken, and Parker. Tighe with it. Right wing gives it back out on top to Sigler. Hamilton has it now, right wing. They pass it out top to King, nearly stolen away there by Flowers. Broncos skip it across, left baseline. Sigler's 3-pointers off the back iron, no good. Rebounds cleared off by McCullough. Gets it up to Stevens. Stevens takes it in the lane and either got fouled or traveled, one of the two, but no foul is called. Up quickly for Daleville is Hamilton, who lays it in. Pulls Daleville back to within 13 as we go under 7 minutes to play. Broncos in some full court pressure. Anderson Prep finds an open Jackson under the basket, who connects on the reverse layup off the pass from Stevens. So Jackson with a chance to extend what is already a 15-point lead for the Jets. Gabriel Jackson for APA at the line. Free throw off the back iron, no good. And we're going to get a foul as McCullough pushed off against Tighe. So the Bronco basketball substitution sitting down is McCullough, and into the lineup for APA for the first time, I believe, is Hatcher. Michael Hatcher into the lineup for the Jets. King with it for Daleville. Goes down the baseline with it to Hamilton. Hamilton left baseline, penetrates, has it knocked away, picks it back up, gives it to King. King drives the lane, puts up a runner off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound, still can't finish it, and out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by the Broncos. Will give the ball over to the Jets. Broncos trail it by 15. They pick up with some three-quarter court pressure. Actually, looks like maybe some man full court pressure. Jets trigger the ball in bounds. That's Hatcher with it in the backcourt, being guarded by Parker. Gets it up, tries to pass it up to Fletcher, but it's not nearly stolen away. Knocked out of bounds by King. Jet basketball in front of the scorer's table. They get the ball inbounds to Hatcher. They give it back. There's a jump shot straight away by Fletcher's, no good off the back iron. Cleared off, rebounds cleared off by Tighe. Now King with it in the front court. He penetrates in the lane, kicks it out to Parker. Parker picks up his dribble, comes near side with it to Sigler. Sigler pass fakes, drives right baseline. We've got a whistle and a foul against APA. That's going to go against Stevens.
Foul number 23, Stevens, that's his first. Team second.
Bronco basketball on the baseline. Sigler triggered in. Looks, gets it into Parker. His three-pointer left baseline is no good. Rebound's cleared off by Flowers. Flowers behind the back dribble. Got to get a bump. Foul against King. Fourth foul against King. So Broncos with multiple players in foul trouble. Aiken re-enters for Daleville. Flowers triggers the ball inbounds to Jackson. Back to Flowers. Flowers drives it right. Puts up a shot. No good, but there's going to be a reach-in foul against Aiken, I believe.
Foul on the Broncos, 12. Aiken, that's his first. Team's third.
Third foul already here in the third quarter against the Broncos as Flowers steps to the line. First free throw is short off the front iron. Flowers' second free throw. Still won't go. Rebounds loose. Fought for. Finally picked up by Hamilton of Daleville. And he has a stolen away by Flowers, who lays it up and scores it. 43-26. Jets lead it by 17. Sigler into the front court now. Penetrates into the lane. There's a layup by Sigler, up and good. Sigler takes it all the way to the glass and pulls Daleville back to within 15. Hatcher goes down inside with it to Stevens. Stevens kicks it back out to Hatcher. His three-pointer off the glass, back iron, I should say no. Sigler with the rebound for Daleville. Sigler penetrates into the lane, kicks it off, right baseline. That's Parker. His runner's partially blocked. Ty gets the rebound, and he's tied up. Whistle, jump ball called. Possession arrow points in the direction of Daleville. Smith will re-enter the lineup for Daleville as Hamilton sits down. Thomas Smith is in there along with Tig, Parker, Sigler, and Aiken. We've got a quick whistle under the basket. Goes against Hatcher of APA on the inbounds pass. So both teams with 3 team fouls here at the 5:12 mark of the third quarter. Smith penetrates into the lane. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. Thomas Smith at the line,
Number 15, Jackson, his first.
with a chance to cut into this Jet lead a little bit. Thomas's first free throws off the back iron, falls in. Smith readies his second. That one also good. Pulls Daleville back to within 13 at the 5:08 mark here of the third. Hatcher with it up quickly for APA. Goes high post with it to Stevens. Stevens finds an open Fletcher under the basket, who lays it up and in. Puts APA back up by 15. Smith into the front court for the Broncos. Goes left baseline to Sigler. His three-pointer is up and good. Bryson Sigler with a three pulls Daleville back to within 12. Stolen inbounds pass there is by Tig, gives it off to Aiken. So Broncos put it in a press, and they quickly cut the APA lead to 10. And with that, the Jets take a timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, where the Broncos have trimmed what was, I can't remember now, at least a 15-point lead, maybe more like 18, down to 10. Hatcher with it for APA, working against Bronco pressure. He's guarded closely by Parker. They go down inside with it to Stevens. They kick it out to Flowers. His runner's off the glass and good. Up quickly for Daleville, but they lose it. It was Sigler. Ball's knocked loose again, picked up by Daleville. Aiken with it, drives all the way to the glass, lays it up and in. Caleb Aiken with the basket, makes it a 10-point spread again. Hatcher loses it. It's picked up by Fathauer. Down the baseline it goes. That is Jackson. He drives into the lane, picks up his dribble. Oh, yep. Tried to do a Euro step, but he'd already picked up his dribble. Travel gives the ball back over to the Broncos. Broncos now with a chance to get it under 10, the Jet lead under 10 for the first time in quite a while, as they trailed it by 13 at half. Aiken now gives it off to Parker. Parker now Thomas Smith thought about the three, gives it off to Sigler. 3:40 to go here, third quarter. Sigler penetrates into the lane, puts up a scoop shot. It's up and good. Sigler with the basket and a chance for the three-point play as he draws the foul, cuts the APA lead to 8 and a chance to get back to within 7.
Team's fifth. Sigler shooting 1. Substitution for the Jets, number 13.
Bryson Sigler with a chance to pull the Broncos back to within 7. Substitution for APA as Fathauer sits down and re-entering for the Jets is McCullough. Sigler's free throw off the back iron, no good, but Broncos get a rebound. That's Parker. His shot's up, no good. Finally cleared off by APA. They get it up quickly to Hatcher. Hatcher into the lane, 10-foot jump shot, air ball. Rebounds finally saved by APA, but into Daleville. And Aiken with it, drives it all the way, puts up a scoop shot, no good, but he's fouled. So Caleb Aiken will go to the line with the clock stopped and a chance to cut into the 8-point lead. Aiken took a spill there into the stage area, but looks like he's going to be able to shoot his free throws.
Shooting 2.
Aiken's first free throw's up and good. Substitution for APA. Stevens sits down and Fletcher re-enters. So APA with a smaller lineup in. See if the Broncos can take advantage of that. Aiken's next free throw is also good. Pulls Daleville to within 6, 47-41 here with 3:15 to go in the third. Up quickly for APA is Flowers, kicks it off to Fletcher. Fletcher's three-pointer rims in and out, no good. Rebounds knocked around, finally picked up by Daleville. Sigler with it now into the front court. Drives it all the way to the glass, tries to dump it off, should have taken the shot because it was stolen as he tried to give the ball off to another player in the lane. Up quickly for APA, that is McCullough. Now Fletcher with it between the circles. Fletcher spins into the lane, has it knocked away momentarily, but it's picked up there by McCullough, whose shot in the lane is off the glass and good. Puts APA back up on top by a 49-41 count. Sigler into the front court for Daleville. Kicks it out, baseline three-pointer by Tig. Off the front iron, no. Rebounds loose, picked up there by Aiken. Smith now, high left, let's fly with a three. In and out, no. But nearly chased down by the Broncos, but up with it for APA. Quickly is a wide open Fletcher who misses the layup, but Flowers is there to clean it up and put the Jets back up on top by 10, 51-41. Sigler finds an open Tig under the basket, but he can't convert. Broncos do get the rebound. Aiken with a three-pointer left wing. In and out, no. Rebounds fought for. And that is Sigler who puts up a layup under the basket and scores it. Pulls Daleville back to within 8, and we got a whistle and an official's timeout as there's a Jet player on the floor in considerable pain. That is CJ Fletcher. And he is helped off the court. And a timeout is taken. We're going to see who they're going to give that timeout to. Apparently not, because they call the players back out on the floor. And it will be Jet basketball as APA leads it by 8. Broncos pick up the full court pressure once again. Fathauer triggers the ball inbounds to Flowers. Flowers drives it right up the right sideline, but he's fouled by Sigler. And that is not good, as Sigler now has 4 fouls here with still 1:51 to go in the third quarter of play. It's also the 4th foul of the quarter against Daleville, so it should be out of bounds on the side. Jet basketball. Fathauer to trigger the ball in bounds. Sigler remains in the ball game here for the time being with 4 fouls. Flowers pulls up. Let's fly with a 3. No good. Quick shot there by APA. Might not have been the best decision for the Jets as Smith clears off the rebound for Daleville, gives it off to Sigler. Sigler with it right wing. He's cut off, going to whistle, and what's it going to be? They're going to get Sigler with the offensive foul, and that is 5 fouls on Sigler here with a minute 31 to go in the third quarter of play. Sigler and the rest of the Bronco faithful are not happy with the call, but Sigler will sit down, and back in the lineup for the Broncos comes Carter King. Jets inbound it. Flowers with it in the front court, being guarded by King. He drives all the way into the lane, kicks it out on the baseline with it. That's Jackson. Jackson spins in the lane. We got a whistle and a travel call against Jackson. Gives the ball back over to the Broncos. So Broncos with opportunities here. Had it down to at least 7. Currently the lead for the Jets stands at 8. And Aiken will pick the ball up for Daleville in the backcourt. Aiken now goes high left with it to Tig. Whistle. And what do we got? Officials go over the scores table to confer. They're giving the ball to Daleville out of bounds on the sideline, so I don't really know what that stoppage of play was about. Regardless, Tig has it now for Daleville between the circles. Tig drives into the lane, puts up a runner. It's no good, but he draws the foul. So Carson Tig will go to the line to shoot a pair. 1:09 to go here in the third quarter. Again, Broncos with a chance to cut the lead to 6. First free throw's up and good. Tig readies his second. That one also good. Makes it a 51-45 Jet lead here as we near the end of the third quarter. Fathauer with it on the far side for APA. We got a whistle and a foul. Apparently on the ball screen, and that goes against Flowers of APA. Smith triggers the ball inbounds to Aiken. Aiken drives it right. Three-pointer there by Parker, right wing off the back iron, no. Rebounds loose, fought for, finally picked up by Fathauer. He falls out of bounds, and we got a whistle. The way he pointed at the bench, I thought maybe they'd called a timeout. And I don't know what the actual call is. I don't know if they're going to, thought possibly the APA player may have been fouled, but they've not signaled that there's been a foul on anybody. Now they're saying, I believe they're going to give Daleville the ball. The way they, yep, it'll be Daleville basketball. He may have stood on the end line is what it must have been. So it'll be Bronco basketball. Tig will trigger the ball inbounds on the baseline. Broncos trail it by 6. There's a three-pointer by Hamilton. In and out, no good, but Caleb Aiken, Johnny on the spot, gets the putback basket, pulls Daleville to within 4 here with 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hatcher being guarded by Parker. Penetrates, brings it back out. There's a follow-away jump shot, wild shot by Jackson is no good, but APA snatches the rebound away, and that is McCullough who gets the putback basket, puts the Jets back up by 6, and the Broncos promptly turn it over in the backcourt. Traveling called, gives the ball back over to the Jets. 16 seconds to play here. Quarter number 3, 6-point lead by the Jets, and we got a travel there, goes against number 32 of APA, which according to the roster here is Corday Jackson. I think they may have had a different name in the book, but I'm not sure. So it's Bronco basketball, 9 seconds. Tig with it, drives the lane, and he's tripped, I believe. Should be a foul against APA. And that would be the 5th foul, I think. Goes against APA. McCullough's fourth foul. Tige will be at the line with 5.6 seconds to go in the third. Chance to pull Daleville back to within 4 as he rattles that free throw in. Flowers re-enters for APA, as does Fletcher. Jackson sits down and McCullough sit down. Tige's free throw. That's good. Pulls Daleville back to within 4 here. 5 seconds. Up quickly is Hatcher. Now they go down the baseline. Knocked out of bounds at the horn. So that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. Broncos trail it 53-49. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. We're back at Daleville High School to start the fourth quarter of play. Broncos trim what was a 13-point halftime deficit to 4, and Broncos had one of the highest scoring quarters of the season thus far as they put up 25 points there to APA's 16. In the backcourt with it for the Jets is Flowers. Flowers being guarded closely by Aiken. Flowers drives the lane. We're going to whistle, and the foul's going to go against Daleville's Aiken, I believe.
Foul on the Broncos, number 12, Aiken. His second, team's first.
Jets basketball on the baseline. Flowers triggered in. Tries to pass it underneath, but it tries to get it in to Fletcher, but it's stolen away by Daleville. Into the front court with it is Smith. Now Aiken. Smith goes left wing to Tige. Daleville really with what we would consider true guards in the lineup. But there's a three-pointer by Thomas Smith. Pulls Daleville to within 1 here with 7:25 to go in the ball game. 53-52 is your score. Into the lane for APA. That was Jackson. They go to Stevens, back to Jackson. Jackson in the lane once again. His 12-foot jump shot straight away off the glass, no good. And we got a rebound and a foul against APA, I believe. So Daleville with the basketball now and the opportunity to take the lead for the first time in a long time. As they trail it by 1. Aiken running the point now for the Broncos. Working against this 2-3 zone defense of APA. Correction, they're in man. Looked like they were lined in a 2-3, but it's man-to-man. Tige with it now. Drives it left. Steps back. Three-pointer, left baseline, partially blocked. And up quickly for APA is Fletcher. He lays it up and misses it. Rebounds cleared off by Aiken of Daleville. Aiken into the lane, puts up a scoop shot, scores it. Caleb Aiken with a big bucket puts Daleville on top now, 54-53 as APA turns it over. Smith now to Hamilton. Hamilton looks. Now Smith with it. Three-pointer straight away. Good! Thomas Smith with the three-pointer puts the Broncos up 57-53 at the 6:26 mark, and the APA Jets want a timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Again, Thomas Smith with a big three-pointer there just before the break to put Daleville, who had trailed big since, I believe, the first quarter, or at least early second quarter, gives Daleville a 4-point lead. Broncos picking up in full court pressure now. That is Flowers. Flowers for APA, gives it off. There's a 17-foot straightaway jump shot by Fletcher's no good. Rebound's cleared off by the Broncos. Got a whistle and a technical foul against APA. They're going to get Stevens, and that's his third foul. And see who we're going to send to the line. That's going to be Tig. Will shoot it. Broncos currently lead it by 4 with the opportunity to extend that. Tig's first free throw's up and good. Second free throw also good. Puts Daleville now up by 6, and they'll have the basketball. They'll take it out on bounds on the near side. And take that back. Yeah, near side. And Aiken will trigger the ball in bounds to Smith. Now Tig with it, high left. Gives it off to Parker. Now Smith. Smith penetrates. Look, comes near side with it to Hamilton. Broncos don't need to be in a hurry here. Look for a good shot. That is Smith, top of the key, being guarded closely there by Wells. Step back, 17-footer by Smith, no good. Rebound is cleared off by APA. That is Flowers with it. Flowers now into the front court. Wells with it for APA. Goes down inside to Fletcher, kicks it off left baseline. There's a three-pointer up and good by a new player into the lineup, and I'm not even finding him on the roster there. Let's see, I believe that's Sanchez for APA. And Broncos promptly turn it over. So APA has pulled the lead, or pulled back to within 3 points, and they'll have the basketball. No number 21 on the APA roster. There's a 21 on the JV roster as Sanchez, so that's who we'll say it is, at least for the time being, until we hear differently. Fletcher with it, penetrates into the lane, tries to dump it off inside to Jackson, but it goes off his fingertips and out of bounds as it was deflected, and gives the ball back over to the Broncos. 59-56 your score, 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Thomas Smith walks it up, being guarded by Wells. Smith goes high left with it to Tig. Tig on the dribble. He'll drive into the lane, dump it off inside to Parker. Parker shots short, but Tig gets the rebound, puts it up and back and scores it. Tig with a big basket there, puts Daleville back up on top by 5. Broncos still in full court pressure, but they don't need to foul, which is exactly what Caleb Aiken did.
Foul on the Broncos. Aiken, that's his third.
And that's his third. So Broncos with several players in foul trouble, and don't need to foul because 1, puts you in worse foul trouble, 2, it stops the clock. APA basketball. Fletcher gets it into the front court now. That is Jackson. Now Fletcher. Now Flowers. Flowers, top of the key to Sanchez. Near side, Wells thinks about the 3. Now gives it up into the lane. They shovel it into Flowers, who tried to give it off to Sanchez. He puts a shot up and it's no good, but he is fouled, I believe.
Foul on 23, Austin Tig, that's his third. Chiefs third. Sanchez, shooting 2.
Adrian Sanchez for APA. 2 free throws, first one in and out, no good. Sanchez raises the second. Off the iron, falls in. We've got a whistle, and they say there is a lane violation on APA, so the basket will not count. So it'll be Bronco basketball with the Daleville leading by 5, 61-56 at the 4-minute mark here of the fourth. Bronco basketball, Tig with it, high left. Kicks it off now to Smith. Deflected out of bounds by APA. Broncos retain possession. Tig to trigger it in. He gets it into Smith. Smith high left. Being pressured now. Picks up his dribble. Now Tig back to Smith. Smith thinks about the follow-away jump shot. Now Tig with it. His runner in the lane's up and good. Carson Tig with another clutch basket. Puts the Broncos back up on top by 7. Up quickly is APA. That's Fletcher. His three-pointer left wing is good. CJ Fletcher with the 3 pulls the Jets back to within 4. Tig with it high left for Daleville. Tig still working with it, gives it off to Smith. Nearing the 3-minute mark here. Smith penetrates into the lane, takes it all the way to the glass, puts a runner up and good! Thomas Smith with the bucket and will go to the line. As he's fouled, a chance for a 3-point play. That goes against Flowers. Scoreboard says that's, no, let's see. Yeah, 4 fouls for Flowers. Smith's free throw. Off the iron, won't go. Rebound squared off by Sanchez of APA. And we got a whistle and a turnover. Apparently stepped on the end line, I believe. Will give the ball back to the Broncos here with 2:56 to go. Randolph back into the lineup for Daleville. So Broncos really playing with no players that we would traditionally think of as guards. Randolph will trigger it in, gets it into Smith. Smith left side, penetrates, backs it out, penetrates again, puts up another runner, it's no good, but he draws a foul. Thomas Smith once again will go to the line with a chance to extend this 6-point Daleville lead.
Smith shooting 2.
Smith free throw off the back iron and will not fall. Went off the back iron, came back down, almost went in, but then bounced out. Second free throw. That one rattles around and falls in. Puts Daleville on top now by 7. Fletcher for Daleville, or for APA into the front court, being guarded by Randolph. Goes high right with it. Now they go top of the key. That is McCullough. McCullough spins, puts up a run on the lane, won't go, but he draws the foul.
Foul number 2, Smith, that's his second, team score.
Second foul against Smith. McCullough will shoot a pair. First free throw's good. Tig re-enters for Daleville as Randolph sits down. McCullough raises his second free throw. That one's off the back iron. No good. Rebound's put up by Tig. Nearly has it snatched away, but he's able to get it into the front court to Hamilton. Hamilton, nearly stolen away by APA. Thomas Smith with it now, high right for the Broncos. He's being guarded there by Flowers. They get it over to Parker. Parker splits the trap, gives it off to Tig. Tig now goes left baseline with it to Smith. 2:09 to go in the ball game. Broncos in no hurries. They hold a 6-point lead. Baseline it goes. They get it out on top to Aiken, and on the pass, as he receives the pass, he's fouled. So Caleb Aiken will go to the line to shoot free throws, as that's the 5th foul against APA. So So pretty simple now. Broncos hit free throws. They should be in good shape.
Substitution Broncos number 4, King.
King re-enters the lineup as Parker sits down. First free throw by Aikens, up and good.
Substitution number 4, Sanchez.
Corday Jackson sits down. Sanchez re-enters the lineup for APA. Second free throw will not fall for Aiken. Broncos lead it by 7. Up quickly in the front court for APA. That is Fletcher. His three-pointers in and out, won't go. Loose fought for the rebound is. Broncos can't snare it as it goes out of bounds off of Caleb Aiken. So Jet basketball in the inbounds play. Broncos need to get the ball inbounds there to Flowers, who misses the three-pointer. Out of bounds it goes to, it'll be Bronco basketball. And a whistle. Official. Substitution. Number 32 back in the lineup for APA. Broncos get the ball inbounds to King. King into the front court, gets it to Thomas Smith. Down on the baseline it goes to Hamilton. They kick it back out to Smith. Ball's kind of kicked around. They skip it clear across to Tig. Tig with it now. Now it's King. Near side comes. Broncos playing keep away. King with it now between the circles. A minute 30 and King is fouled. Foul goes against
King, shooting 2.
Fletcher. That's his second. So Carter King will have a pair for Daleville. Broncos lead it by 7. First free throw is up and good. King with one more. Second free throw, also good, makes it a 69-60 Bronco lead as we're under a minute 30 to play. Into the front court now with it for APA. That is Fletcher. Fletcher gives it off now to Wells. Wells looking to drive. Puts up a runner, left side, right side, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Tig, and he's fouled in the backcourt. So Tig will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Foul by Fletcher, his third. Tig shooting 2.
Carson Tig to the line. First free throw. Won't go. Substitutions for APA. Fathauer returns, as does Jackson and Hatcher. So Fathauer, Jackson, Hatcher, Wells. Whistle. Free throw's no good. Violation. So Broncos unable to add to the lead there. Stays at 9 here with a minute 14 to go. Fathauer will trigger the ball in bounds, working against pressure now is Wells of APA. Again, working against the Daleville pressure. Wells takes it all the way to the glass, puts it up, scores it, pulls the Jets back to within 7. They're going to put pressure on. King with it in the backcourt, being guarded closely there by Flowers, and the ball's knocked out of bounds off last touch by APA, and they're going to get Hatcher with the foul. So King will go to the line to shoot a pair. Broncos lead it by 7. Under a minute to play. First free throw bounces off the side of the rim, no good. Broncos unable to extend here the last couple trips to the line. Second free throw, that one is good. Makes it a 70-62 lead for Daleville. Into the front court, Hatcher now. His shot, right side of the lane, 12-footer, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Aiken. Now King with it into the front court. Drives it left side, crosses over, now between the circles. King now just playing keep away. Comes with it near side. That is Aiken. Aiken goes down inside to Tig. Tig tries to go inside with it to Hamilton. Hamilton kicks it out. Broncos get it back out on top. 25 seconds to play. King with it now. We're going to get a reach-in foul against Flowers. And that is Flowers' 5th foul, I believe. As officials confer, Bronco players go over to the bench. Uh-oh. Looks like a technical foul.
Technical foul on the Broncos, number 2, Smith.
Against Smith of Daleville. No idea what occurred there. But that will send APA to the line with a pair of free throws. No. Okay. I thought they said it was against King. Maybe King was fouled. King goes to the line, puts down the first free throw. Second free throw also good. Puts Daleville up by 10. And now we'll go to the other end to shoot the technical free throw. So I was correct. Technical foul against Smith. So Fathauer will have a chance to pull APA within 8. And the Jets will have the basketball, but only 24.2 seconds remain in the ball game. Free throw by Fathauer is up in the goal. Fathauer's second free throw off the back iron, no good. So APA will have the basketball on the near side, trailing by 9. Hatcher tries to throw it inbounds, but it's stolen by Smith, but he goes to the floor and travels. So APA will get the ball back. 21.9 seconds remaining. Fletcher with the basketball for the Jets. Goes high right side with it to Wells. Wells penetrates into the lane, kicks it out to Fletcher. Fletcher's 18-footer's up and good. That's just a 2-pointer. And with that, APA calls timeout as it's a 7-point Bronco lead with 8 seconds left to go in the ball game. We'll take a short break. This is Bronco basketball and Daleville Athletics. Bronco basketball. Daleville leads it by 7. 7.9 seconds to go in the game. APA with full court pressure. They foul Tig immediately. Carson will go to the line to shoot 2.
Number 23, Stevens, that's his 4th. Tig shooting 2.
First one's up, rims out, no good. Tig ready's the second. That one's good. Makes it 73-65. And Broncos with pressure. Wells with it. He lets fly with a three-pointer. Air ball. Loose ball. Picked up by APA player, but the horn sounds. Your final score, Daleville 73, APA 65. We'll be back with your final numbers. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We're back here at Daleville High School where the Broncos have taken a non-conference victory tonight over the Anderson Prep Jets by the score of 73-65 as we look at the scoreboard quarters. Broncos led it after 15-11. Then APA put up 26 points in the second quarter to Daleville's 9 to go up by a 37-24 count. Then in the third quarter, Daleville outscored APA 25-16 to trim the Jet lead to just 4. Then in the fourth quarter, Daleville outscores APA 24-12 to make your final score Daleville 73-65. So the Broncos with a nice comeback victory tonight over the Jets. As you look at that second half, Broncos put up 49 points in the second half. So I'm going to venture a guess and say that is the highest scoring half the Broncos have had here this season. We'll take a couple minute break and be back hopefully with your final individual numbers. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, where the Broncos have taken a 73-65 victory over the Anderson Prep Jets this evening, and unfortunately our final stats were unavailable at this time. I'll look down at the roster. I do know there in the second half, Broncos played a significant part of the game without what you normally think of as their two starting guards. There was Sigler and King. King was able to re-enter, but Sigler had fouled out, and Broncos got a real nice contribution off the bench there in the second half from Caleb Aiken, and also Thomas Smith played very well there in the second half and got some key baskets along with starter Carson Teig. But a good team effort tonight, a good win for the Broncos, just their second win of the season. The loss for APA drops their record to 4-4 overall. Of course, it was a non-conference game. The win for Daleville bumps their record up to 2-7. And as we look at next week, of course, is county tournament week. Broncos will take on Yorktown on Wednesday, January the 14th at, I believe that's the first game. Yep, 6 o'clock at Delta High School. And Cowan will play Delta at 8 o'clock. Then on Friday, Wapahani will play the Daleville-Yorktown winner. Westdale will play the Cowan-Delta winner on Friday, and that would set up the championship game on Saturday night. Broncos' next non-tournament game will be against the very tough Lapel Bulldogs on January the 24th. That is going to do it from here. We'll see you next time. Good evening, everyone.